A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Ollie, thank you. The Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nick.
Interception! intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Takes the easy completion. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your 1st 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the stick.
There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To the air, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. Looking for room at the 40. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
On third down, here's Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Offense needs a couple of yards on fourth down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Georgia! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Running inside, it's Bishop. Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. There's some room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Handoff for Frazier. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Under fire. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Frazier. Jumped on top of the pile.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Quickly out to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Frazier. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Quarterback making checks. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bulldog! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Finding some, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Stockton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 9 team, the Utah Utes.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's the Trojans off to the early 7-0 lead here in the first half in what's been a great defensive performance. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. This is a designed run. Might have a chance. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Bishop. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. A pick six. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Matthews. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and you're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. The snap sets up to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense, because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's out past the 35. Breaks free in the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here's the handoff. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. But, and he's got room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Open on the right side, that's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got a man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Handoff for Frazier. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got room at the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Bishop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Picks up the 1st down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got him. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On the move. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Number 1 with the catch in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Gutsy play caller. A lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
Got a little grass. Running inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
They'll run it. It's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He'll try it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Here's a give to Frazier. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Bishop. Makes the grab. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. rolled his way into the end zone.
Number 14.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Handoff for Frazier. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.